Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
welcome to MME Live. Yeah, we're back during the week. I said I was going to do less live streams during the week, and then there's so much news. There really is, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not salty. I'm not salty about the PS5. I'll explain more on that later. I've done more research, and I'm just like, okay, there's not like a need to. I mean, I'll be honest. I will get it if I can, but it's not like there's so much there. These games are going to be on the PS4. I would prefer to record better quality if I'm going to do a review. But me and Brian are working on a collab with what is it?
WWE Battlegrounds.
Yeah, we both ordered ours. It's only $40. That's a decent price. I think we could both say that we weren't on board with the style at first, but then we watched a few videos and it looks like fun.
Yeah,
like
kind of phone app style, but not too bad.
But I'm not a huge wrestler fan myself. Like I've in the past, I appreciate it.
But there's got to be something to be said about wrestling games, though. I mean, I remember playing SmackDown for the PlayStation, and that just changed everything because the customization that you were able to do in that game was so much fun.
Hey, Nerd-A-Lot, are you able to come on? We'd love to have you. Yover Rods.
Been a while, brother.
Oh, you got a PS5. Okay.
Nice.
At least Sasha Banks is hot. Okay.
True.
That's what you can get behind that. Be careful now. Yeah, I know a lot of people can.
the movement.
Okay. But that's also a topic of conversation. I was thinking of topics to do, and then breaking news came out from Grace and other people, and we're gonna watch a video first. I'm excited about She-Hulk, but here's Sasha Banks, and then I forgot that. Darn it, I forgot to include. Okay, here I'll do. Oh, I gotta delete some shit. Hold on a second. Give me a second here, guys. Here is Sasha Banks from The Mandalorian Season 2 trailer. I saw some people on Twitter saying they can't stand her. It might be just her character from WWE. I don't know.
Oh, her character, I think she's a heel, so she's supposed to make you not like her. Right. But there's been a lot of speculation as to who she might be.
She looks fine to me. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know her. But I'm also with really The Rock started this gangster shit.
Yes.
Then Cena.
Well, not necessarily. You can go further back. I mean, Hulk Hogan.
Really no, but Hulk Hogan.
But as far as being legit, though, yeah.
Yeah, like there's also been video game movies before, but then the legitimacy of video game movies where they're sought after and it's a good talent pool. Like, have we gone over to now? This is this may actually be the preferable place to get new talent in Hollywood. Less risk, more. I mean, their name may not be as well.
Well,
their acting skills might not be as great, but they have a variety of things they could do.
Well, that form of wrestling is acting, basically.
Yeah, I mean, their work ethic too. They're not complainers.
Yeah,
I don't think they're complainers. They get shit done, and they can handle multiple projects at the same. Their work ethic is amazing.
They work all year long, and it's definitely a grind to be one of the superstars for them. But a lot of it is acting. I mean, at the end of the day, it is. Especially even with The Rock. I mean. Okay, Sabine Wren. I maybe, but I'd like to see her play like a member of the Acolytes of the Beyond, which is like the dark side followers who might be associated with the dude with the dark saber.
Okay,
that would be kind of cool. If not, Church of the Force, like light side acolytes. That are working with like Lor San Tekka and stuff like that, where we can get a little bit of connection between, Mandalorian and the sequel trilogy a little bit.
Okay. Aaron says no, she's turning face now. I'm not sure what that means.
Heel face, heel is a bad guy, face is a good guy kind of thing.
Okay, all right. Jason says the WWE do not know how to sell her.
They don't know how to sell anybody.
Okay.
Truth.
John who? John Cena. Or
Can't
wait.
see him.
Let me see. Hogan Piper. Sasha is Snoop. Is she?
No,
I didn't know that. Thanks, Cobra Viper. I didn't know that. Yeah, she is. Okay. And Brandy is too. I didn't know Brandy is.
Interesting. That would explain a lot.
WWE is not as popular as it once was.
No, it's been at least almost 20 years since it was.
Well, I think it'll have a resurgence after all this it gets under control, because people are going to be missing content, and that's like fun.
Yeah. Well, they've been going. They declared them an essential business in Florida, so they've been broadcasting ever since.
Yova Rods. Thanks, Yova Rods. But I was there. It was in my cart, and it wouldn't let me check out. Maybe my internet connection's not the best. I don't know. But some people said Bo Katan as well. All right. Let's get to the Grace thing, because this is breaking news. I've heard about this actress from Orphan Black is the series. That's been very popular, and I got to check out that series. I think it's on Netflix now. Oh, Sir Nerdalot, thanks for coming in.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, this is just going to be a fun stream. We're just talking about entertainment news and gaming and wrestling. I'm not much into wrestling myself. I like the game. Like I said, I love in my Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis. I used to love playing wrestling games with my cousin, Royal Rumble and stuff. And he was more into wrestling. I remember he purchased some like WrestleManias back in the day. But me and Brian purchased that new game. It's only like $40 for the Xbox. We're gonna do some videos on it.
Yeah, I heard that. That should be fun.
Yeah.
I was really into wrestling. I guess late '80s, early '90s.
Well,
back in like the Ric Flair days. Sting.
I think there's some classic
Bret
characters in this game.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be DLC. Damn it.
What's up, Ambassador?
But there's also, I think Sasha's in this game too, from screenshots I saw. I haven't really played that many. I'm trying to think of the classic games I've played. If there's girls that lady wrestlers in it, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I know there were some, but it weren't as popular then.
Yeah, interesting. Back when I was into wrestling when I was younger, there really wasn't any big time lady wrestlers. All the ladies were like, Macho Man's girl, Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah. Sensational Sherry, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Yova Rods went to the store to get their pre-order. Oh, I didn't think of that.
That's what you should do, bud. Just go take that.
I think I missed it though. I think you would have had to go this morning to get it.
There was a window.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had to work. I gotta earn a paycheck. But the thing is, I did more research. It's not that big of a deal. Like Ratchet and Clank, I was like, that's the game I really want to play, but I don't think that's release window. It's not going to be till next year. Well, let's watch the She-Hulk video first, because that's like breaking news. That's Grace just put out a video and she's all happy about it, and I want to see her take. I think she does good with presenting the news. I'm sorry, I know people.
No, I have no problem with Grace.
Yeah, she's on it. She's way faster than I am.
She's a lot more friendly a scooper than some of the other scoopers out there on the internet.
Oh yeah. All right. Let me see here. This is exciting. I'm excited for this series. She-Hulk. I actually prefer that than just doing a Hulk. I would love a Hulk series too, but it's something new, and I like that it's an actress cast that's not well known to me, at least. It makes it easier to get on with the character building and embrace it. For me, honestly, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, yeah, because anytime you get like a big name in there, you're always thinking of that person with their big name. You know what I mean?
The last thing they were in, you're always envisioning that. Yeah.
Sorry, I got a pot. Sorry, what was that? There a lot.
No, yeah, exactly what Brian was saying. You're always thinking about, either their last role or the role that they're most known for.
Yes. Yeah, so it's going to be easier for me to get into the series, and I hope they start. I hope with the people getting back to work filming, this is one of those series, and it's Disney Plus, so you don't have to worry about the theater. If they get the footage done, it's going to release. That makes me excited too. Like even if they were going to announce a new, I would prefer this than say, "Oh, we're going to make a She-Hulk movie." I'm like, when can I get to see it? If they film it, if they get the special effects done, they're going to release it. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm more on board, and it's a new character on Disney Plus instead of an existing character. Oh, that's another thing. Like all these series are attached to the movies, or like WandaVision. I'm not. I'll watch it, but I'm not like thrilled for it. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I'm excited for, but we've seen these characters. This is something new.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Grace has to say.
Yeah, this is pretty freaking amazing news. She looks like Mark Ruffalo. Did
I don't know
Robert
about
Downey
that.
Jr., her producer on Perry Mason, put in a good word? Her character is.
Has anyone watched the Perry Mason? I tried to watch the first episode. I got to get into it.
I've been meaning to watch that because my wife is big into those crime detective shows. So
it's pretty graphic from what I've seen at the first episode, though. Like.
I
was like, whoa, okay, they're going this route. It's not like the Perry Mason show I used to watch with my mom.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but also if you are looking into HBO Max, I got an email that it's now $11.99 instead of $15.99 for 12 months.
Ooh, man, they're hard up.
Yeah, so.
Hey, man, I really think it's worth it. There's a lot of good things on HBO
well,
Max.
If you have a console, because you still can't do it for Roku.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I think that's possibly happening. Is Roku is so prevalent. They have Roku TVs. I got one for the bedroom, and next gen. I think these consoles are wanting to say, no, come to us. We'll give you really good terms. We want people to start watching streaming on the game systems because you can, but let's be honest, it's not the go-to place to go for your streaming content and apps. I don't think, not for everybody. But they want that to be more and more of a thing. Where can you watch HBO Max? Can you watch it on Roku or web TVs? No, but you can on all the consoles. That's just I think there's something else working there. Higher, further, faster. I knew Tatiana Maslany before she was famous. I could tell you all about her. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Higher, further, faster. I mean, I don't know her, but she seems like a nice person. Let's see what Grace has to say.
Friends with Carol Danvers and Jessica Drew, who's about to get her own movie with Olivia Wilde directing over at Sony. But you know what? We'd love to see that female friendship in live action. So much great stuff to break down. Let's do it. So, the Marvel casting office sure has sprung to life recently.
Oh, yeah.
Because we just got Kang earlier this week. Congratulations again to Jonathan
That's for Ant-Man 3?
Separate video linked down below in the comments. Top of the comments.
King the Conqueror, I think.
She-Hulk, and it's Tatiana Maslany, who, as I just said, is excellent casting. That was pretty much the universal reaction to this headline. Wow,
yeah,
that's perfect.
Everyone's
But
happy.
a moment of silence for Allison Brie.
Oh, yeah. She was the front runner. Because of that, I do watch the Wrestling That Glows series. Do you watch that on Netflix?
No, I haven't seen it, but I know about it.
Oh, it's a really good series. Me and my wife enjoyed it. Have you seen that, Sir Nerd a Lot? Sir Nerd a Lot, are you there? Okay, we'll keep watching. That's a great series if you're into wrestling. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Well, it's historic. Glow really did take place. Late 80s, mid to late 80s.
Mm-hmm. It's a fun series, though.
Did not get the role, even though she was literally used to describe what they were looking for.
Yeah.
Allison Brie type. That's gotta hurt. With Glow entering its final season, who knows when we'll actually get
final
it,
season.
Course,
I didn't know that.
And some of you thought Betty Gilpin would be a good choice as well. It was, this was a real squeaker.
No, I'm glad it's not that other girl from Glow.
A lot of roles herself. So
I don't think she's the best actress. The one on the left, I think Brie. What's her name? Allison Brie. Sorry, not Brie Larson. Allison Brie. She's also the other reason she kept coming up is she's good friends with Brie Larson.
Oh, gotcha.
And they work out together in their, MCU connection. Yeah, but this will be good.
She understands how these women feel, but it was time
Hey,
for her
Obi-Wan.
to be the one to get it. But anyway, Glow is ending, and I don't know if
Watch
Bree's
Orphan
gonna be
Black.
able to rebound at this point. Same for Betty Gilpin. You know, when you're around for a little bit too
It's
long,
okay.
it can be tough, you know, to still seem like a fresh, exciting choice. In fact, I think if Tatiana Maslany didn't look so much like Mark Ruffalo and didn't have this wasn't a difficult role to cast.
Hey, Sir, did you see Glow on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched it.
Okay, that's a
But
great series.
I've heard
recommend it.
really good things about it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a really good series. I was surprised. Me and my wife, like, we were just looking for something. We just watched it on a whim. Like, what's this? Like, neither one of us are really, like, super into wrestling. Just like I said, my classic gaming roots.
Yeah.
At my cousin's house, and he loved it. I'm not against it or anything. I'm just like, that's where my introduction to wrestling was. My cousin was really into it. So this is a fun series, really well acted. And they're only going to get one more season, though. But she was the front runner for She-Hulk. I got to see Orphan Black now, too.
Because of its dual nature of not only.
Oh, that's where I recognize her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
You've watched Orphan Black?
Yes.
Is
Orphan Black is amazing. I love that show.
How many seasons do you know?
Oh,
like 2 or 3 or?
Yeah, I want to say it was like 3 or 4.
Okay. And they completed the show? Is it done or?
I don't think I actually ever finished it because if I'm thinking correctly, I was watching it on some platform and it got removed and I couldn't finish it.
Okay. I know how that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to pay for a new service to finish one show.
Yeah.
But I'll be interested if they completed like the story arc though, if the show's done or if I would think the show's done if she's doing a new. I don't know. See.
I would have gotten it, which is why it made it such an important role for. That's why I think all these women so desperately wanted it because it was like 1 in a million.
Yeah, it's a good.
But I think when it comes to Brie, it makes me wonder if her marriage to Dave Franco, brother of James Franco, might make her a bit too toxic by association.
What? No, come on. I don't.
She did any press.
I don't agree with that.
Wait,
Grace, just because she's attached to Franco, and that's his brother. That's lame. Do you think Hollywood's that petty or that worried about it being attached to? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it really.
Oh, you could?
know? Yeah.
Okay. Is the James Franco still a thing? I thought that was over with. I don't know. I guess.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like with Mel Gibson, how he's still doing work in Hollywood, but it's just not as limelight as it used to be.
Yeah.
Because he's still doing stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
if they even that thought even went to their head, I say shame on you for the
because that's Annie Edison from Community.
Yeah, that's lame if they go that. I didn't know she was married to him.
Yeah.
She'd probably get asked about that. And they're like, you know what? Let's not go there. So that would be really a shame if that's the truth. But why isn't she getting any work? All right. So anyway. Marvel didn't even go significantly younger, as Maslany is definitely Bree's and Gilpin's contemporary. By the way, her brother, Daniel Maslany, is also super talented. He's like really good. And unfortunately, Jen Walters doesn't have a brother, but maybe he could play young Bruce Banner in flashback sequences because, again, She-Hulk, a.k.a. Jennifer Walters, is Banner's cousin, and both the Maslanys look an awful lot like Mark Ruffalo, who is rumored, by the way, to be popping up in the She-Hulk series because they can't make any She-Hulks. I mean, they can't make any Hulk standalone movies because of that pesky Universal.
I'm going to say something controversial here. I like the MCU. I'm DC all the way, but I'm not against anything. I'm not a fanboy for anything. I'm like, if you do something great, I'm like, okay, here it is. I'll go support it. But Mark Ruffalo, I like him as an actor. I know people don't like his politics. I don't give a crap about that part. I really don't, because everyone's got politics that drive me.
I just ignore that side of it.
Right. But everyone, I have friends that's politics drive me crazy too. I don't care. It's your right, whatever. But the Hulk that we get in the MCU, Mark Ruffalo, is my least favorite Hulk, I think. Even Eric Bana, that first Hulk movie was hit or miss, but him playing the Hulk, I liked him better. I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts on Mark Ruffalo's Hulk? It's too like it's gone to Thor, especially since Thor Ragnarok. That's also where the big change for Hulk too.
Yeah.
It's just too comedic, and I don't enjoy it as much. I want to feel like when I see the Hulk, I want to see. I like the storylines where it's like it's frustrating for him too, and then there's always a chance that he is gonna Hulk out and uncontrollable and really change the game of a big epic fight.
Yeah, and I think that stems from watching the old TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the way that ran. He would get into a situation and he would be stressing out over, trying not to turn into the Hulk.
Yeah.
But really, I think out of all the MCU characters, the Hulk is the one that they really haven't nailed.
Yeah.
To date.
I pre-ordered. I think did I get it? I got the Edward Norton Hulk on Steelbook. I love that one. Man, I wish he would have been able to continue. I like Edward Norton. I know he's hard to work with, but he's talented.
I just didn't like Betty.
Who?
I don't like Liv Tyler anymore.
Why?
Because ever since she did Lord of the Rings, she hasn't stopped talking like she was in frickin' Middle Earth. oh no, Bruce. It's
Okay.
like, can you talk or just breathe talk?
All right. Hot take.
What's it going to take, Universal? Although apparently there is no number, because I'm sure they probably tried that. But anyway, as I recently told you, the She-Hulk series is expected to feature a wide variety of Hulks. So exciting!
Okay.
But She-Hulk is the lead, and as female superheroes storm Hollywood, She-Hulk has been a hot yet difficult role to cast, as I've just been telling you. You need an actress who will debut on the small screen, but whom Feige has promised will eventually make her way to the big screen. So you need an actress willing to do TV,
hey, Angus.
and to debut there, because we don't know when she's going to show up in the movies. That's just right now a promise to me from Feige. But she can't seem out of place when she goes there either. I know some of you are like, why can't the people from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show up in the movies? And you're like, because it would look weird. So that's really
that's a good point, Aaron. Entertainment having no Betty Ross in MCU kind of hurt him. Yeah, his story arc. Angus with the hot take. He thinks they should have cast Alison Brie. Everyone else is happy except Angus. All right. Hey, Angus. I guess I could send the link to Angus. Behave, Angus. We're just having fun tonight. All right, we'll keep watching here.
Tough. That's something they have to consider while casting these Disney Plus shows. And I have to say, I think that someone who has 1 foot in TV and 1 foot in movies describes Tatiana Maslany perfectly. I mean, you're talking about someone who made her mark on fan favorite TV show Orphan Black and has been this close to landing a movie role for quite some time now. In fact, she was almost Rose Tico. That's
really
an interesting little nugget. I'll just leave that there for you to digest, because I don't think there's, well, it's just, you can just think about that. All right. So anyway, most recently, she was on HBO's new Perry Mason, produced by Robert Downey Jr. And perhaps he went over to Kevin Feige and he said, I really like working with her. She did a great job. Or maybe he just said, hey, Kev, are you going to watch my new series that I produced? And Kevin Feige was like, oh, Tatiana Maslany.
No, we didn't talk about Superman yet.
Cast Matthew Reese in something. Bring him over to Marvel. That's my only real exposure to Tatiana Maslany. I didn't watch Orphan Black, but I thought she did a really nice job on Perry Mason, even if the show itself was somewhat problematic. But you know what? It was entertaining.
Problematic?
She was very, very good.
Does that mean, I think she has a hot take on the politics of it when she says problematic. I know Grace. I think that's what she's alluding to. I want to watch that series too. I got to watch Orphan Black and Perry Mason. I think I would rather watch Orphan Black first because there's lots of seasons. I'm going to ask my wife about that one. All right. Angus is here. Behave, Angus. Behave, Angus.
Hail, Mad Max.
No. We don't do that stuff here. You're on the wrong show. No.
We got Master None in here, right?
But I brought you in Sir Nerdalot tier 2. Go sub to Sir Nerdalot if you haven't already.
Put his link in the private chat.
Okay. And you're not. You prefer if they would have won Alison Brie. Have you seen Glow on Netflix?
No.
Well, then what are you talking about? Just from Community?
I feel I've seen her in something, but I can't name it. I haven't looked at her filmography. But I just don't think she looks the part.
What are you talking about? I could totally see it.
Nah.
I
Austin, we had to look.
brought you up because I wanted a good hot take. You're like, what have I watched on? Oh, nothing.
Not that I can recall. She looks familiar, but I don't know. I was really set on her, or there was like this I want to say Arabic or Egyptian chick that they were talking about casting.
Okay.
I just don't think she looks the part, and I don't know. I've been because I'm more of a novice to comics, but like right now I'm reading the Infinity Countdown for this iteration of Marvel, starting back in 2018, and I listened to a lot of comics explained. I haven't dug into She-Hulk material besides some references about Peter David, but I don't know. I just think they didn't cast this right.
Oh man, I don't see that at all.
I'll totally eat my words if she works, but
Yeah,
like I don't know.
You should.
Just like a 12-year-old boy.
Chat, is Angus wrong? Tell Angus he's wrong. What?
No,
you're
my
correcting
first
him.
question would be: have you seen Orphan Black?
What's that on? No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Well, I can't necessarily find what it's on now, but I think it used to be on Showtime.
Very critically acclaimed series. People love her.
And she is really good in there. She
Um,
actually plays multiple different characters. I don't want to spoil anything,
Okay.
but she
Yeah,
plays
every-
multiple different characters, and one of them is just like super crazy. One of them is very smart.
Wait, so it says
Folks,
it's on
you're
Amazon
crazy.
Prime. So.
She does not look like
Okay.
a soccer mom. Oh my
Well,
god.
make you look like a soccer mom.
It's
Ew.
fun. I don't know.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
I think Orphan Black is actually on BBC.
Okay.
There you
I'm
go.
pretty-
That's where it was from.
I'm pretty sure it's on BBC. So,
I'm looking it up on Google. It says watch show on YouTube, Amazon Prime, Philo.
Oh, you can watch it on Amazon Prime. I have Prime.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
Prime, so I might watch it.
All
I got a lot
right,
of stuff I need to watch, but
let's finish this video after Angus interrupted. With
yeah,
that
yeah. Hail the Queen. Hail the Queen.
No hailing. Stop
Thanks.
that. I'm gonna bounce you. I'm not about that hailing.
This ain't the tuck and roll show.
Well, no,
God save the Queen.
no, I don't. I don't do that hailing here. Maybe so say we all. Where's Michael S? No, we don't do that either. Let's finish with Grace.
No.
We'll go to other topics.
We have always
So is
been
Matthew
here.
Reese.
All right.
All right, so after playing multiple characters on Orphan
Oh,
Black,
damn it, you spoiled
Maslany
it,
has
Grace.
plenty of experience in
Damn
all
you.
kinds of roles. She can,
Spoiler
I'm sure,
warning,
handle
you
both the
can't do
drama
that.
and comedy of the She-Hulk role. And I have to say, I'm really impressed that Kevin
Well, the
Feige
multiple characters shows her acting talent and what she could. Because
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying about that.
Well, we could talk about it now because Grace went ahead and didn't do spoiler warning. Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
Grace. The internet needs spoil warnings. All right.
didn't cast a babe, considering She-Hulk's cheesecake history in the comics.
Oh.
Like, really cheesecake
She's a
history in the
babe to
comics.
me.
They totally could have
What
gone
the heck
that
is
way.
wrong with people?
And some of you wanted
Nah,
them to.
not
I
a
saw a
babe.
couple of fan.
What are you talking about? Yeah. If she went up, you were in the same room or you saw it on the red carpet. Oh, yeah, you're not a babe. Say that to her face, Angus.
Yeah, she's adequate. I'm not saying one banger.
Adequate. No,
You're
we're not
adequate.
going there. We're not going there on this stream. This is fun movie, Matt. This is family friendly.
Hey, we're watching Grace and she's talking about cheesecake girls,
All right,
you know.
all right.
So it's valid.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with cheesecake. I like a good piece of cheesecake like any red blood American.
TMI. I
Unless you're
don't,
Angus.
I don't want to know what happened last night.
casting ideas that like Alexandra Daddario, which I think went a little bit more in that
Oh.
direction.
I don't know.
But for the last few comic runs for She-Hulk, they made her more of an Ally McBeal, a different kind of Jekyll.
Oh,
and
you
Hyde,
just
more
my
attuned to,
excitement
I
level
think, the
just went
female
down, Grace.
experience,
Ally McBeal.
where Jennifer Walters is a smart, shy, mousy woman, while She-Hulk is an imposing athlete who is proud of her body. That's really interesting stuff. And Maslany can easily portray both.
Okay,
of
I'm
them.
going to correct.
She's just a
I'm going to
great
correct
choice.
phobic in the chat. It's not a bad word. It's stupid already. I'm so sick of people on these YouTube live streams hearing it. I'm so sick of it. Yeah,
You're not the only one,
you're
believe
going
me.
to hail your way out of here if you keep that shit up. No, I'm just annoyed by it. It's not funny anymore. Maybe it was funny at one point.
No, you've made it funny. It's just a fun, like, tip of the hat salute to friends. You've made it comedic.
No, I can't.
As like a trigger.
Well,
You're triggered, Max. You're triggered.
No, I'm not triggered by it. I think it's pathetic. Oh, it's beating a dead horse. It's the joke's not funny anymore.
Max, I think our friends from the African American society would say it perfectly. It's played out.
Yeah. All right. Let's finish
Would you
Grace.
prefer I say Heil?
No, I wouldn't prefer that either. I don't always. As soon as I send him the link, I'm like, should I send him the link? No.
No,
It's a real.
Oh,
Max, the answer is always no. You never
No?
send Angus a link.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Angus,
sorry. No,
Angus.
Angus can have a intelligent conversation. And be
I know he can.
Actress
Angus,
who
He
appeals
just,
to
it's up
both
to him if he
men
does it or
and
not.
women.
Angus,
With
you know I
and
love
the
you, man.
strong woman behind the camera, Kat Coiro, who's directed a lot of television, but that includes Dead to Me, which is a perfect match, I feel. She's going to be taking the reins with directing the pilot, and is the executive producer / showrunner on the show.
Of course.
And Jessica Gao from Rick and Morty is heading up the writers'
That's a
room.
bad
So I think
picture?
the She-Hulk
Okay.
series is shaping up to be just perfect. And as I said, it's worth noting that in the comics, Jen Walters hangs out with Carol Danvers and Jessica Drew. Oh, that's fantastic. So I would love to see that female camaraderie again.
I would
brought
too.
to live action.
Let's get
soon. I know
woke.
that one of them, Jessica Drew stuck over in the Sony camp, but Tom Holland can come on over. Come on, do it. I think Brie Larson can complain enough, and maybe Kevin Feige would say okay. Although I have to bring up that the recent She-Hulk comics that took away the cheesecake element
No one
didn't do that
reads.
well, and they
Wait,
continue-
what's that, Angus?
No one reads them. They made her freaking ugly and frumpy
No,
and
it's not.
mannish.
That's not ugly.
No, like the actual comics, like not open up the cover and read it. They made her like, not I wouldn't say androgynous, but like masculine.
Well, let's have an intelligent conversation about this, okay? If you do remove the cheesecake, let's not lie as men or comic book readers. We could virtue signal like that has no impact on me whatsoever. But I think we might be lying or fooling ourselves if we don't see like the cheesecake character image that she showed before and say, that doesn't matter to me. It can be appealing. I'm not lying there. I'm not lying, but I'm not against the new version either. I'm not against it.
To quote Steven Crowder, yeah, we all voted in a secret meeting. We don't like boobs or butts. Said no man ever, except like unless they're gay.
Well, I mean though, but for this character to come to live action, I think it makes sense to play down the cheesecake a little bit. I think it actually did this from the other comic book covers. It's not a read the room of 2020. Does that mean they're going woke? They're playing it down a little bit. It could be,
no.
But for live action, do you want to force an actress to run around in this outfit just to be accurate?
Well, I mean, I imagine Hulk herself is going to be a CG, kind of like Mark Ruffalo was.
Well, no, I
but-
feel that's kind of disingenuous because look at Thor, look at Captain America, look at even what's his name, Chris Pratt in the first Guardians. They sold the sex appeal, their shirts
You don't
off.
have the leotard going up their butt.
That's her character. That's what sells. That's what made her iconic.
I understand the history of comics. I appreciate the art. I'm just saying it's different, Angus. It's not exactly the same. It's not exactly the same. Having the shirt off and then having
It's not just geared to men anymore.
it's
It's geared to women also.
and having the thong come right up. I mean, come on. If she turned around, what would you be saying? You're going to make an actress do that? Although, boys, what is it? Starlight's character? They do go that way with Starlight.
Exactly. Like,
but it fits into the
And she hates it.
Yeah, and she does. You're right. Great point, Nerdalot. She hates it. Right. It's a part of the story. And it's
Do you
not
mean Starfire?
No, Starlight.
from the boys.
Oh, the boys. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and it goes to the story point, and they even make jokes at it. I could see your uterus. The one actress said, and that's why the boys.
yeah, but you got to think the context. You got to think the context of that show though is like they've manufactured from birth these characters
Right.
in the universe, and they manufacture their image, and they're like, well, this suit sells, blah blah blah. It's all just
But there's a comedic element too, and it follows the storyline as the way it works there. If you're actually saying a serious take on She-Hulk, and then you just put her in that, yeah, there's going to be comments like that. We could see everything we need to see about you. I don't think it's necessarily appropriate, even though it may be comic accurate.
You could give her a WWE kind of get up where it's like, I don't know, like
WWE
yoga pants or whatever. You give her a fuller suit where it's not a lot of skin exposed, but her appeal is largely sex appeal as far as her as She-Hulk, her and
Well,
humor with her as
Well,
the lawyer character.
That's a good comparison, Angus, because in wrestling, the men are really they do have like speedos and stuff, and smaller uniforms for that entertainment. So it fits more there, and it is equal. I think it is equal in wrestling. I don't think it's I don't think the comparison's that great about the Thor with his shirt off and stuff going straight up the back and really.
Or how about like Casino Royale,
Uh-huh.
where they basically just marketed Daniel Craig as a sex symbol for women.
Well,
Okay.
James Bond is a sex symbol for women.
Well, of course. Well,
Men want to be him, women want to fuck him.
more or less.
this is true. This is true going all the way back to Sean freaking Connery, for crying out loud.
Oh, this is a hot topic. I should make a seperate video.
No, Max,
Well,
just keep going, man.
my personal opinion.
No. Because look
Although-
at Phobic. Look at Phobic in here. Hulk barely wears anything. She-Hulk should wear less too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you want equality? There's your equality right there.
All right.
Bam.
Let's
Wait.
move-
You know who's going to save this? Who's going to save this for the fans? It's going to be the porn parody from Axel Braun, who makes better in the
knew
MCU.
you were going to say that.
Already been made.
I knew you were going to say that, Angus.
Are you one of those that says that's better than Brie Larson as Captain Marvel? No.
The Joni Lauer one? Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
The Kinsey Taylor, yeah,
All right,
I'll watch that.
I
let's
wouldn't.
move on. Let's move to a new topic.
I wouldn't know. I never watched
The
it.
last
I'm
thing I
happily married.
Yeah. Oh, sure, bastard. The last thing I want to talk about is your prawn habits on the street. I want to move on, and I think Sir Nerlot's like the Family Guy. He doesn't want to get into that either. So let's.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought we were all playing around.
No, I'm
I'm
serious
serious
hey,
to a
I'm-
degree,
it's
but I'm not
fine.
being
I'm
funny.
joking with you, Angus. I'm joking with you. I'm just
No,
being.
I grew up like in a prudish home, so like I can be respectful, in that confine.
No, I'm just joking with you. It's part of the show. Okay, let's finish this stuff.
Continually got canceled. So hopefully, with more Hulks, not just relying on.
But I'm not
She-Hulk,
joking. I really don't want to know your habits, any of you. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No offense. I don't-
Listen,
My habits are none of your business. I'm happily married.
good.
That's all you need to know.
Good. Thank you. Bye.
bunch of Hulks showing up, which is going to be amazing, and hopefully lots of action. Hopefully the show can afford it, but Disney's proven they're willing to spend the money on Disney Plus. That will help the Disney Plus series be more popular than the recent comics were. What do you want out of a She-Hulk show, and what do you think of Tatiana Maslany being cast as the
I
cousin
think it's great.
of Mark Ruffalo?
I'm more excited to see her again, or her portrayal, than Mark Ruffalo's next portrayal of the Hulk. I really am.
I'm actually interested to see where they would go with the Hulk since he's got like permanent damage to his hand.
Yeah.
He's handicapable now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so
They
share
can-
your
they can
thoughts
go with
down
that
below.
spin.
Subscribe today, and of course, as always, you
I
can
already
check
am
out some more
subscribed.
videos right now.
I won't check. Not right now, Grace. Sorry. Bye.
left for music.
So,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, I'm happy about it.
See, Senor Hef, I'm happy.
Hawkeye. Oh, I'm also excited about the Hawkeye series and them casting.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much about the WandaVision or the Hawkeye.
Well, they were talking about Kate Bishop, and Mladen's not here, but he says he can't stand that character. And Phobic, I think me and Phobic are looking forward to the Avengers game when she's going to be the next character. I gotta play Avengers 2. I gotta play that wrestling game that we just got, that I'm just pre-ordered. I get physical. Brian's like, yeah, I could just get that digitally tomorrow. I'm like, oh damn, I ordered it. It might not be here till Saturday. So that is a benefit of digital.
Hey Max, share my screen really quick.
Is that safe?
Yeah, it's safe. It's just Google Images.
I don't see you sharing a screen yet.
I am sharing now.
All right, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I mean this. Okay, I know why. Okay, I can see your point, Grace.
Not only looks, but when you watch her in Mad Men, she's not a huge role in that show, but she has, from what I've seen about She-Hulk and stuff and good runs like Peter David, she's got this like whimsical quality it could fit. I was actually reading about She-Hulk the other day, and Eros. Eros is the brother to Thanos from Mentor. There's this crazy plot where he's like, because he has the ability to like manipulate people and whatnot mentally. There's a plot where he is defended, or no, She-Hulk's prosecuting him for a supposed rape case because this married woman's like, he manipulated me, and then they end up going up to living tribunal to figure out this case. And so it's wacky shit, you know. There's a lot of good stuff from Marvel in the history you could adapt. This could bring in Eros into the fold to come back into the movies.
Facts. Phobic's bringing the facts. The MCU has only changed one character from male to female, Marvel.
Yeah, She-Hulk's her own character. Yeah. She's a cousin of Hulk.
So it's yeah. Let me see here. WandaVision is coming out this year. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really heard much, you know.
Since they put the trailer out earlier this year, they haven't really put a whole lot out.
It's been cold since then.
Jason Elves says comedy is a part of She-Hulk's character. So
yeah, it's her whole thing.
Well, her human counterpart as a lawyer. Okay, I don't know that much about the character. Kate says Kate Bishop is going to be playable first in story to find Hawkeye, who will let her be playable. Yeah, I've been enjoying that Avengers game. I just got to get back into it. I had a whole weekend with it, and then I stopped.
Yeah. Well, really quick, Max. Show my camera really quick.
Damn it.
All right, so this is a variant. Let me take out the sleeve so you can see it better. This is a variant to a new, probably at least miniseries. It's not well written so far. But this is J. Scott Campbell. He is male gaze eccentric. That's his whole appeal.
Yeah,
they contracted him to make this and all these other issues. He's done a bunch of like not Gwenpool, but Spider-Gwen covers and stuff, variants. So it's like part of that sell is sex appeal. And ultimately, this is to sell more merchandise and get people to watch. And so it's kind of disingenuous where it's like, well, we're going a different direction. But then current year Marvel's still selling hard cheesecake sex appeal. So I don't really buy the argument like, let's do sex.
Well, I mean, there's a variety. I think.
Yeah, and you got to think you're still going to have those on the comic books and everything, but this is a Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
You know that kids are going to be watching, and it's going to be more focused towards young adults and kids.
It should be inspiring to young women. How do you like that, Angus? How do you like those?
Yeah,
apples?
I mean,
we know some young women are cheerleaders, and cheerleaders end up being on the Dallas Cowboys, which is like the epitome of cheerleading.
I mean, how long do you think that's going to go on?
I don't know. It's just like some
going on right
girls
now.
want to grow up to be sexually appealing women. So it's like, why are they not giving their heroes?
I'm not so woke as to like I'm against it. I'm like, I wouldn't lie. I'm not gonna lie. If they pull it off,
do you want my honest opinion about it? I don't know who She-Hulk is, and I don't care. Honestly, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Shrug my shoulders, move on. I don't. I'm not much of the actual physical comic book person, so I don't know much about the subsidiary characters other than what we've seen in like most movie and TV shows. So I mean,
I think it'd be stupid to deny how some of these characters got more popular with those comic book covers, and how it is it's artistic flair, and it's part of comics history, part of pop culture history too, and the WWE still goes that route too. So
for heaven's sakes, most of us grew up in the 90s. Let's just be candid here. Baywatch, but to focus on comics. Jean Grey, Rogue, Psylocke, and Storm. Let's be candid. There is no woman in the world, except for maybe the one that's had crap ton of plastic surgery, that actually looked like that. They were drawn for sex appeal.
I'm just waiting for Angus's rebuttal.
They were drawn for guys like us that were in high school.
Well, he just showed Allison Brie, and she looked kind of like that. In that, I'll be honest, in that shirt, I was like, I know where everyone's eyes went. Which photo? I'm sorry. It's gonna. You want me to be truthful? But
in the Scarlet Window.
But here's a different question though. But do you expect actresses to do this on a regular? To do that?
No, of course not.
It's not realistic. It's not realistic.
if you're taking a character with this history and you look up She-Hulk and look at what she is, you should expect to perform and look like that. That's kind of
I disagree
when
there.
you sell Superman, you don't when you you're casting Superman, you're not looking for Jack Black or Kevin James. You're looking for Henry Cavill.
I don't think you should jump the shark of woke and go overly woke and not have anything like that. But you have to read the room and be tactful with the current situation and be a little progressive. Progressive's not a bad word. Like, I don't expect to put an actress in that situation just because it's accurate. I think it is comic book accurate.
Phobic nails it. Phobic nailed it.
What?
Look at that.
He does.
Said, I don't see you guys complaining about Wonder Woman, the upskirt queen. Look at Gal Gadot. She's a model. She's what, Miss Israel?
Because she's in a skirt. I mean,
I mean,
it's appealing, but it doesn't. I don't think it goes overboard. Do you guys?
No, it's not overboard, but like
No.
her whole history. Look at any of her images.
Linda Carter.
I mean,
Sex appeal.
I don't think anybody here is saying that there should be absolutely no sex appeal with
Right,
She-Hulk. You know?
Yeah, nobody's suggesting she play it nude or something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Bizarro.
just be
Jack Black.
tasteful.
I mean, but I think it's disingenuous to say that this is comic book accurate so she can expect it and not say, oh, we need to be a little bit more reasonable with our expectations based on, politics have something to do with current climate and having something that appeals to more women, not just women that are okay with it. There's lots of different viewpoints and opinions out there. You want to appeal to the most general audience, and having her super cheesecake for She-Hulk would not be a benefit for the show. I wouldn't be complaining either, though. I'm not going to lie.
No, I'm not going to complain, but
No.
let's be realistic here. You want the show to appeal. You want it to be realistic. Lawyers don't run around in spandex,
Mm-hmm.
even if they are a superhero that turns big and green.
Well, the Hulk thing too. The Hulk thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not a direct comparison because Hulk's out and he can't be hanging like Dr. Manhattan with it hanging out in the comics. So he has to wear something. No, but I mean he has to wear something. But he like ripped out of his clothes where she's actually wearing a uniform. She-Hulk. So she chose that in the comics. So it's not direct comparison. He hulked out. They can't actually show her hulking out, ripping out of her clothes. That would be.
Well, it's like showing a Wookiee. Okay. Does Chewie wear pants?
No, because he doesn't have to. Have you seen all that hair? And, you know, it begs the question.
I don't want to think about it.
Okay, I can't believe I'm the one bringing this
I
up.
don't want to think about.
I thought it would be Brian. I thought it'd be Brian or Angus that bring this up.
I had other topics.
I think it's just weird that Batwoman
How
is
tricky
more
is
sexual
that
than this.
amongst Wookiees? Let's just say.
I don't want to think about a Wookiee's junk. I really don't. That's covered up. That's all I need to know.
Well, no, just think about it, like Batwoman with all like its over the top feminist projection and stuff. She's still got a sexual allure to her,
Well,
even with that intent or whatever. That was the thing I was saying was an appeal to the trailer. Is like, oh, you got like this kind of tomboyish lesbian and her hot black girlfriend. Like that'll be a selling point if they really work that. With sex appeal is still fitting with like this is a quote unquote diverse character with the LGBT or whatever and her
And
kind
then
of
they
gender
cast Ruby
fluidity.
Rose.
But now
I'm talking within the context of Ruby Rose.
Well, I mean, have we seen any mock-ups of what style they're going for the new She-Hulk?
There's no concept art yet. Just like fan stuff and just like news outlets running with it of concept art, but not actually from Disney. No, so we'll have to wait and see. I think that is your good point, Sir Nerdlot. That's going to be greatly discussed once we see an actual promo image of her in character. Then you're going to have certain people that are going to go, the woke police. Oh my goodness, where is they're going to be direct comparisons to the to the comic. I think that will be the next outrage. Yes.
Well, and kind of on the same point, but kind of steering away. One thing I really like about HBO Max having kids in my house is that there is actually a kid's profile that it locks in to that profile, and you cannot get it. Yeah, it's on Netflix too. So kind of tying into that, when is Disney Plus going to do that? They want to bring in shows like Logan and the Wolverines, which are a little bit more violent. Could we get that so it's safer to have more risque shows, like if they wanted to do the She-Hulk?
Put some Fox movies out on there.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
that was their utilization of Hulu, from what I understand, because they own majority share now of Hulu.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
So
you're right,
they're
Kovic,
putting
you're right.
adult stuff on
Hulu.
Yeah, on Hulu. I think
Yeah, that's a good
Phobic's
point.
just making fake outrage.
No,
I was gonna say, Phobic. I really don't. Honestly,
Um,
I'm so
Phobic,
burnt
I
out
am
on
not a
Marvel
man. I'm
stuff.
a meat popsicle.
okay. I would have some ladies on here.
You're
Ladies,
assuming our genders, and two, you're talking about something that overwhelmingly men have funded as a creation, as a character.
well, that's not the future though. The future is female.
No, it's not.
All right,
The future is everyone. The future is everyone. All right, let's move on to
Yes.
another topic. But Phobic is right though.
Next.
Listen,
So let's talk about some man meat from down under.
hey, I would love.
Speaking
love
of
to have-
wrestling,
I would love to have the ladies. Oh yeah, actually, good segue, Sir Nerdle. I wanted to say, what do you guys think of Sasha in The Mandalorian? And is it should they keep going back to the pool of wrestling for actors? If the Rock has changed the game, Brian Master of None said, yeah, he's not the first, but he's the game changer that really made it a
Yes.
the success. Like there's been video games.
Thunderlips was pretty cool though. I mean, like from Rocky 3, the Hulk.
Yeah.
Thunderlips, baby.
Well, no, it took a while for
oh my god,
Johnson to actually be a legit lead.
Right,
he was kind
right.
of just fits into stuff like Be Cool, where it's like, haha, The Rock's playing a gay
Well,
guy.
Now there's Cena, and Gina Carano is from MMA. I'm not discounting MMA, and now
Drax.
Sasha.
Ronda Rousey too. She had a couple cameos. And
Who's Dave Batista?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about Batista.
He's in Blade Runner 2049
Right.
of all movies. I was like, he's in this.
Dune. He's in Dune.
yeah.
Yep. He's
So-
in Duke. He's playing.
But he plays limited kind of characters that don't have a like emotional range.
Well,
I mean, I think
So
the
far.
Rock really changed the game, but I think actually, I was saying, I think if you can go, if I was a casting agent, I would really be looking at more WWE stars.
Well, they have their own studio. They produce their own movies constantly. I mean,
yeah, but their movies.
they're shit tier movies. But
Right.
I mean, even like Paul Levesque, Triple H is a decent actor.
But
So,
they
I
have
mean,
they have better
Yeah.
they have better work ethic than regular actors. I'm sorry, unless the actor is so A level that their acting ability is worth it. I would pretty much go with the WWE star because they
I
can
think
handle.
it's a good talent pool to tap,
Yeah.
It is.
because they have that background of acting in their wrestling career.
well, it's like dinner theater. You know what I mean? It's like going and watching Medieval Times
Yeah.
Oh, love
Yeah.
going to medieval times.
twice a
Man,
week.
I wish there was one around here.
Vegas, man, that's where I went. So it was cool. Got really drunk.
There is also news that Cavill is back and signing a 3-picture deal as Superman, but but none of the big trades are covering. It's all we got this covered.
Garbage too.
Comic book news.
nope.
Nope. Bounding in the comics is garbage tier
Right.
too.
Well, so let's think. So if it is,
Careful.
True,
They'll shadow ban you if you say that.
Okay.
Hey, you know what about banning the
Oh, they've
comics?
done it to me.
Well,
What I do is I'll look at what they're reporting, and then I'll go to what they cite and report from that if I cover it.
Sir Nerdal, what were you saying?
oh gosh, what was I saying?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
do you think this is
okay.
legitimate?
So
Okay.
if there 3 movies, are these are some of them just appearances in movies?
Yeah, that's good.
Or is this possibly Justice League 2 and 3? Is this
Well, I
Shazam and Black Adam?
I think it's Black Adam. Let me bring up an article. That's a good question. I wasn't really going to cover this, but I want to see what they're saying.
My guess would be Man of Steel 2, Justice League 2, and Flash.
Yeah,
I think the Flash is kind of like Justice League too. Really, it's
Gonna be like
how,
Civil War.
Right.
I have got to go back. I just recently got a copy of Man of Steel. I have got to rewatch that. I loved it. I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters.
Here's the cultured nerd.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Do you guys remember when Man of Steel came out? The promotion that they did for it, the squiggly screen of Zod talking.
Oh yeah,
I was thinking about that the other day, and that was just so brilliantly done.
At least I think I got it. Yeah.
Here's from the culture nerd. I know some people from the culture nerd.
Okay, yeah.
But some say, to be fair, some say they're just as clickbaity as comic book, and I don't agree. I think they're a little better. I like the crew at Culture Nerd. I'm not shilling for them just because I know them, but like Sil is from the Culture Nerd, and the one guy always appears on Lightcast. He's with the Culture Nerd. But sources close to the Culture Nerd and DCU News have confirmed Henry Cavill. Maybe I should make this bigger. Thanks, preacher ambassador.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with you. You preachers can joke too. Watch Ultimate Enash.
Yes. Thank you.
Cavill's future as the Man of Steel has been a source of contention for quite some time, despite Cavill's love and dedication for the role. His portrayal of the character has had its share. Okay, get to the point, culture nerd. Let me see.
You get paid by the word.
Yeah. Sources again. Sources close to TCN have confirmed, per the information provided at Joss at DCU News, that Cavill did indeed recently help pitch a new Superman project. This information was recently discussed. Oh no, they're sourcing Lightcast. Oh god. Where's the actual? I might disagree. Where's the actual news here? This is all from your group, though. I like you guys, but where's the news here? The pitch was widely praised and has led to the official confirmation. Okay, this is the good stuff of his new contract for more appearances as Superman. Ours and DCU News sources have stated that the contract includes 3 films for Cavill's pitch and options for future cameos in other future DCU films for a total of 5 to 6 movies. Okay, so with the cameos, it could actually be 5 to 6. And he's pitched it. I don't know if this is legit or not. I want it to be legit. But they could be anything from another solo outing to a prominent role in Black Adam and Shazam film. Stay tuned for the Culture Nerds for more DC news. So what do you think? You think they have a source? Do you think it's confirmed? I'm still kind of doubting it, even though I like the Culture Nerds.
There's not even one big trade covering it.
Yeah. Right.
I just looked it up. There's a lot of there's a handful, but none of the big trades yet.
Yeah, if Vanity Fair or Hollywood Reporter or Deadline don't cover it, I'm skeptical.
Right. Yes. That's
so. I'm not saying that they're wrong. Not in a long shot, but skeptical.
And yes, Jason, you do a great comment here. Wasn't this already news like 3 months? Yes, it was. So they're recycling news stories. That's the other thing that happens. You still did we talk about this months ago?
And I remember hearing about the Superman project that Cavill had pitched, and they named the story that he was wanting to base it off of, but I can't remember it. Does anybody remember? Maybe somebody in the chat would.
I'm sorry, I'm not. No. I hope it's true. But yes, I think it's optimistic for fans, just hoping for it. But and it's recycling the news.
Well, I mean, really, it should happen.
Yeah, it should happen. Yeah. The biggest clue for me is I don't get into the source game. I'm my own source of madness and speculation and news. And I always say that I don't BS you and be like, I know a guy. I'm like, I am the guy. And it's all opinions. But the biggest reason I think he will be back is just like when they announced the Snyder Cut, and he came in for Batman and v Superman watch party, and he was there, and he was there. Wasn't he there on Fandom too? So I mean, you don't keep including him and then say, "Oh, you're not still our Superman." That's my clue to it. If you keep including me in all these events, especially when you announce the damn thing that it's official, the Snyder Cut, and then after the Snyder Cut gets released, and then you're going to say, "Oh, we're recasting." Yeah, I think the signs point to him being in the future of the DCEU movies.
Well, yeah,
I think it would be a big mistake to go through all this and then just say, "Oh, we're going to recast." Are you serious? There's no reason.
I'd walk. Dude. I'm good. I'm not going to try to watch it if they do that.
Right, and there's no reason to.
Here's the thing. Most everybody that's a DC fan has enjoyed Henry Cavill's turn as Superman. Now, I'm not a DC fan, but I do like the DC movies. And I have enjoyed Henry Cavill. I know some people say he's stiff. Some people say he's wooden. But personally, I think he's good.
I think he's the best.
Well,
I mean, his emotional range when those movies with here I have a source in the back room.
Source.
What's up,
Zebrafest.
Are you just waiting? Are you just waiting until I talk about DCEU and then you pop up because you have the perfect timing? You came in right on time.
I was actually on Sill's stream. He's doing a stream.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the Henry Cavill stuff and Justice League 2 and all that.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Ryan ran out of DC shirts.
No, actually, I have breaking news that's even better than that.
Okay.
Ray Fisher actually retweeted my tweet about the shirts.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
He liked and retweeted that shit. And I was like, he did that about maybe an hour and a half ago. I was like, dude,
I have an idea.
I was like, what?
I was going to run by you, Ryan. We need to do an accountability stream, and then I might buy a shirt for a giveaway and wear our shirts. We got to get that together.
Had a lot tomorrow. It's getting a lot of traction. I guess that's how he found out about it. I don't know. I just like I said, it was about an hour and a half ago he did that, and I was like, awesome. What?
Can you share that? Do you have the tweet?
Do I have the tweet? It's the
Oh, just the shirt link.
It was my original shirt tweet that I did weeks ago. So I guess he dug into it because I've retweeted it a couple times. Then I tweeted again, but he found my initial one, my first one, great. Did that one. Here it is. Hugo did it last. Let me see if I can share tweet. Where's that at?
You can call me joke.
Can I?
Yeah, they exist, Phobic. Don't be.
How do you?
Phobic. Cut it out.
Mm-hmm. Well,
how do you share a tweet? Oh, here it is.
I know Angus is a little more neutral on this Ray Fisher thing. I think. I don't want to speak for you, Angus. What do you think about the recent developments with Momoa?
I wrote that down. I was actually going to bring it up. All right, so I found this out watching, or I got this perception from listening to a Campia stream the other day. He had a good take. That is at least food for thought. Mm-hmm. All right, he was saying that.
Oh, you're talking about how it's for publicity.
Yeah. So to answer Spacing Llamas really quick, it's talking about trays don't cover. They covered the Kang the Conqueror thing. It's not confirmed that he's there. Marvel hasn't confirmed that, so that's incorrect. But he talked about how Deadline doesn't just run with bullshit stories. And if you show me an example where they had to retract or something, then by all means, show that to me, and I'll adjust accordingly. But Deadline's very reputable, and they don't cover Frosty movie coming with Jason Momoa cast as lead voice. That would be told to them to report. And he was saying that Momoa didn't refute this for 2 or 3 months till just now. That I'm not part of that. That's fake news. And he also he
didn't say it was fake news. He said they did that without his permission.
Okay, if it's without his permission, then it's real. So
I'm not saying it's not real. No. He didn't say it's not real either. And Jeff Johns and John Berg were attached to that project, which a lot of people on YouTube, I guess, try to omit. But both of their names were attached to that. So I don't know how set in stone it was. And I know that, when you sign on to different projects, you do sign, NDAs or whatever, so you don't, leak out, information. But the funny thing was about that, Frosty thing, which I tweeted as well, which they tweeted that the same day that Ray tweeted his thing, like a couple hours later. Like Ray tweeted his thing about something negative, so they refuted it with something that they thought was positive.
Yeah, they covered it with Batfleck announcement.
Yeah. Oh, then they did that too. Yeah. So they've been that's sort of a pattern that their, I guess, PR staff or whatever, or their marketing staff, whatever, probably PR, sort of that's their strategy, and they use the trades to sort of mask different things, like divert attention and information.
Hey,
so
yeah, no, it feels like the things people are grabbing on in support of Ray feels like almost like conspiratorial, where like you can see plausible connections, but there's no real like hard anything to me. I'll totally eat it and be like, hey, I was wrong, Ray was right. Sorry for the Jussie Smollett comparison with my video talking about.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. No.
Really? All right. Bye, Angus. No. All right. No, you have the right to your opinion.
But yeah, no, it's just it sounded interesting. And what Campy gave us an example. He's talking about how like in WWE they manufactured my favorite wrestler when I was a kid, Stone Cold and The Rock were my favorites. And he's saying like Stone Cold, because I wasn't aware of like what they were doing. That was my wrestler that I liked. But he's talking about how like they manufactured his character around like, this is the little guy fighting the man, Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon manufactured all that to just it got everyone on Stone Cold's side against like this oppressor. And he was comparing that to like Warner Bros. Where it's like they can kind of control all this, and they got Ray in line with Cyborg for Flash and maybe future stuff if they can sell the character. So it seems weird that like they just let all of this, like all these worms fester out in the public. And yeah, if anything, it doesn't make sense to me in one side, because it's like, why would you like look at Marvel? Marvel got Chadwick and Thor, for example, really cheap for their first outings. At least I think Thor got like $150,000 for playing Thor the first time. But then later, he's getting money now, and he's probably going to be the new Downey Jr. with his paycheck, at least at Marvel for a while. But it doesn't make sense if that's the case. Why would, with the exposure, why would they be making more money for Ray if they don't have to? If they can save on the budget.
Number two, why would they? Why would Ray and why would a company care about people who no longer work with the company? John Berg no longer works with Warner Brothers. Is no longer directly with that. Same thing with Whedon. Whedon's been quiet, silence. And the same thing with Mr. Mad Ghost. He's been quiet. So why come out and say that hey, Walter Hamada decided to say, hey, I'll throw Berg and Whedon under the bus if you allow, this thing to smooth over, and we can keep the only one that actually is going to bring us any money, which is, because his name is attached to so many different properties, would have to give him an intellectual right, and royalties and things like that to his content that he's brought us, which is, Jeff Johns. So, why would Warner Brothers want to bring that into the mix? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it seems
I don't see how they win with that type of narrative. That's just odd.
No, I totally see that, but I'm just like, the way it can be presented, it's like, that's interesting. I don't know how much. It's mainly the way he portrayed the Frosty thing was really weird to me.
Well, Campy is just really weird to me in general. So.
Yeah, I'm not a Campy fanboy, but he's a guy that has access, so he's got validity.
He has some access, yes. I mean, hell, his access to Star Wars was.
I think it's more limited than he puts on.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's. I mean, Robert Meyer Burnett is probably the best access that he ever had. I mean, Robert is a class act. It should be Robert Meyer Burnett's show. And then Campia kind of jumps on as a guest star.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
or the actress that's on his shows, but I think better.
Yeah, her as well. She makes more sense than Campia all the time.
Yeah. But I thought Momoa's comment would be more of a game changer for doubters. Did it?
I mean, him coming out twice.
Yeah. But
You know,
saying
it
we
wasn't
were
just once,
impacted.
it was
The
twice. It was
thing
like,
that's the
dude,
game changer to me is saying
Yeah.
we know what happened.
Well, he's
Well,
got
I-
no risk though. He's Aquaman. He made $1 billion.
Well, he's
And he's
Aquaman,
on
but he's
Dune.
also in Dune that just released as well. That trailer, and so you
Yeah,
know that, I mean,
WB
and that's
has
going
a
to be
lot
a
invested
huge
in him.
grossing movie for them. They're going to make
Oh,
a shit ton of money off of that movie.
Well, I'm saying
So-
even if it's fake, he's got no risk really with his
Right,
position.
right.
So it's like, is it people were jumping on us like, yeah, it's like they suffered or whatever. I'm totally for cracking down on companies throwing their weight over little people as actors, whatever, that don't have
Yeah.
a lot of backing or something. Totally for that, and if it's true, I'll retract my beliefs and whatnot and be truthful about it. But
Well, see, a lot of the psychological aspect of it for doubters are that they don't want or they can't fathom that things would go on behind closed doors. Like there's such a thing as a casting couch, or there's such a thing as people acting like assholes on set, as we
Where's
saw with
Tom
Christian
Hanks?
Bale.
not that.
on the Terminator. Terminator what? Which one was it? No. This is Christian Bale. Terminator Salvation. Yes, when he got on that, I think it was a gaffer, and just like, oh yeah, no man, you're never going to work in this town again. You're so unprofessional. And then after he hurt himself, he started kind of calming down and kind of retracting as he was speaking. Just he was like, yeah, I'm never going to work with you again. But that's kind of like that's how people act. So how is it so odd that people are like, oh no, Josh couldn't have done that? There's no way.
Well, I know, Josh. I immediately think Josh stories could be true. Honestly,
Josh just has the bad record with his little.
Yeah, and so great. Ray's grievance is that he tried to go through the proper channels because of Josh. Josh was acting like an ass, so he went to the next. He said, "Okay, I'm going to go to the next person up," which happened to be Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns was like, "Hey, we're on a time schedule. We got to get this done. We got to hit that November date because these other executives want to make their bonuses before the end of the fourth quarter, and the thing has to release in November. So we have less than a year to get this stupid thing done. So just take it."
I disagree. It's not niche. People that follow entertainment news know about it, and then I think it'll cross to the mainstream once the actual accusations are revealed. If they do get revealed, I think then you'll start to see CNN and
real
stuff.
real people aren't nerds. Like they only see the end result.
No,
They
they don't follow the story until it's most at its height. So it's getting traction. I think it is outside just DC fans know about it and that follow entertainment news. I think the general entertainment news fandom knows about it, and then I think it'll cross to mainstream news once there's a result of the investigation. If everything comes to light, or to be devil's advocate, if Ray doesn't have anything, I don't know.
And I don't think that there's going to be anything completely, totally detrimental, that's going to happen to these three. Berg, Johns, and even Whedon. I think that they, for a while are going to be, set on the sidelines. And they just have to figure out monetarily how do they navigate, how do they deal with this, because that's where anybody gives a crap about, right? Is how do we make money at the end of the day, and if this person has to sit out and not make money, what happens to their share? What do we do for them, or what do we do for someone else?
187 is asking about where's the accountability for Ezra, Amber Heard. Where's the accountability there? Because
Amber and Johnny deserve each other. They're both fucked up. I could care less about either one of them.
Yeah, me too.
They are both screwed up individuals.
Right. I don't want to know about their history really. I have no idea. I know something about the bed, and I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to think about it. I know I think they beat each other up. Honestly, I think it was just a bad situation.
They're into some things that make their character less than reputable. So I could care less about that situation. That doesn't mean anything to me. The Ezra situation, that all depends on, hey, they may have contacted the lady that he choked out or whatever on camera and settled something with her off camera. That's why you don't hear about it anymore.
Good point.
And oh well, maybe it wasn't that big of a deal. We don't know, because you know what? It's not our business. None of this shit's our business. It's just being kind of made our business because it's being put on social media. So we're just kind of, hey, this is gossip. We're just, that's, at the end of the day, that's all this
Phobic.
is.
Phobic. He tried the proper channels first. Every argument I see
he had his representation.
always goes against Ray, saying this isn't the proper channels. He's saying he did the proper channels, and Jeff Johns intervened. That's the whole
It doesn't
argument.
matter if there was something ill happening, then like if you went straight to the top of AT&T, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I see. I can empathize a little bit with Ray because I had the same sort of situation where I had someone that was harassing on the job. I went through the proper channels. I wrote out statements, of my grievance, and at the end of the day, I was left alone for a good while. They fired the boss that was over me, and then they moved me around. And put me in different positions and tried to wait me out and hopefully that, in hopes that I would leave because they didn't want that, at their place of work. So they were like, yeah, this guy's a troublemaker. So that wasn't the case. I had, a grievance against that person because of an incident, and I didn't want to deal with that anymore. So I went to my proper channels. I let him know what happened. He didn't deny it. And that was it. But as soon as the person over me, who they felt was protecting me, was gone, I was put in different situations to where they hoped that I would have left.
Yeah, for going through the proper channels can be detrimental. Like that, there's all kinds of sides to it. Like if you do this at a place of employment, people talk and they're all connected, especially if they've worked together a long time and then now they're in HR.
Right. Clicks are a thing.
Managers in HR usually they came up together to their positions. Honestly, most places. Okay, so Amber called Momoa ugly. Cancel her. Yeah, cancel her. For sure. She's wrong. I would take a piece of Momoa any day.
I don't think we're going to see Amber Heard out of Aquaman 2 unless there's something devastating. I think there has been no talks of recasting that role. So I think she's still in it. I didn't care. They really didn't have great chemistry anyway.
Oh, Maya likes the Johnny news. He's total for John. I don't know.
I think this whole Amber Heard thing is kind of disingenuous, given like the culture in with abuse and stuff. I think Ezra deserves a lot more attention too. I think he's only forgotten by the media because I don't know if he's Jewish or not, but I know
let's be honest. If Ben Affleck, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
No, I was saying that he's Jewish, so he's got that minority. Plus, he identifies as like non-binary or genderqueer or something. One of those things, one of those avenues of like sexuality, and so he's got like kind of protected class. Ezra.
Oh, he's talking about Ezra.
I don't know.
So I think that's part of it with like the current culture.
I think he can get a. I think that's an argument. There's differences of opinion on the on your
Ray
opinion.
Rice. Ray Rice punched his wife. He's had no career since.
Well, let's play not a game, but a scenario. It's not. This isn't a game. Choking people, but
it's called hypothetical, Max.
Hypothetical, great. Let's put Cavill or Ben Affleck in the same situation where he's choking a fan, drunk. On the video, would they still be bringing them back?
Canceled.
I think they would have. I think Ben probably not because of the other controversies. If Ben had no controversies as far as drinking or divorcing his wife or anything like that,
I think even without
his goodwill would outweigh that because everybody loves. I mean, there so many soccer moms love Ben Affleck. Henry Cavill, same thing, I mean,
he's got a clean sheet.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have any signs of. Same thing with Ezra. Ezra didn't have any like priors, so just to kind of see that was just sort of it was odd. And the only thing that made the video noteworthy was the guy videotaping the incident. He was like, whoa, he was the only one. She was on there laughing. Ezra, I don't know what the hell I couldn't tell if he was serious or not, but the only thing that like would raise my eyebrow was the guy on the camera thought that the situation was different than it might have been, but that was his perception.
He's also filming. He also might be.
Yeah, exactly.
He might want that he might
feet
want
away
that
from him.
to sell a video.
Yeah,
I mean,
and who knows how inebriated that guy was? He might not have been. His faculties might not have all been.
my personal opinion is it would have played out if it was Affleck or Cavill, even just because they have muscles, like because he's not a big muscular guy. Even that viewpoint, I think it would be different. I think there's a strong argument there, but I mean, it's differences of opinion on that hypothetical.
Yeah, because I mean, it's all about perception and how you like. For example, you mentioned about Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah.
About that's not true, whatever. But I mean, I'm with you as far as like innocent until proven guilty. But I can't say that he's not that way. I can't say that I could never see him that way. It would be. I couldn't even tell you that I'd be shocked. Just there are so many actors out there and actresses out there that do so many stupid things.
I'd be
and
shocked
have a weird perception of reality, and money changes people.
People are rolling with this. He does this fun thing on Instagram and Twitter where he finds missing pieces of clothing, glasses, and stuff, and takes picture. It's kind of odd. But he's done that, and then he deletes everything except the last picture was a girl's shoe. And they're like, see, QAnon's right.
Well, I mean, I don't care about QAnon. I'm just saying, if anybody, if you were to come out tomorrow and QAnon didn't exist and said Tom Hanks is a pedophile, okay. I'm not gonna say, no, he's not, because
I wouldn't say no, he's not.
I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is off camera.
Well, the one thing that would make me like question is I don't know the criteria that goes into that highest like civilian award that he got and Ellen got with Obama, but I would assume being in the military there's probably like background checks or something, because it looks bad if the military, if the government is giving out these awards to Epstein Island attendees.
Yeah, there could be stuff.
So Tom Hanks, Ellen, there's some notable, Hollywood people who got like the highest civilian award during Obama's administration. It's equivalent to like military getting the Medal of Honor. And so I don't know if this is a thing that they do, but I would assume they wouldn't give it to someone without some sort of background check. Just like with the Kavanaugh things, court hearings, I'm assuming they would do some character background to, save face for PR and not prop up someone with a bad history that gets exposed. That's my assumption. I have no proof of that, but
the Epstein thing, I haven't followed that either. But that the lady that's still under, they're interrogating her. Or she's in jail now. Stuff could come out from that too, and you could get some weird names.
There's been a lot of Clinton stuff from that.
I don't know if this is just a real quick follow up to what you just said, Max. Ever since they did get that woman in prison, they started interrogating her. There have been a lot of raids across the U.S. where they have been finding missing children. So there's got to be some sort of connection.
There's even that one chick from Smallville who had that like sex ring or some shit. Yeah. I mean,
that one shocked me.
And I mean, but again, I wouldn't have thought that of her, but. Who the fuck knows? Because I don't know these people.
Right.
I don't know who they hang around and what drugs they're into and what crazy ass ideas they come across or whatever, or what they do behind closed doors.
But I would be shocked. I wasn't shocked with the Kevin Spacey. I was like, he always kind of seemed like he wasn't really. He's an actor. He's a great actor. I'm not saying anything about him. Personally,
maybe because he played a lot of sleazy characters, so you already saw him as sleazy.
You're
already programmed to see.
He's a method actor.
You go that, and then you're like, oh wait a minute, Woody couldn't do anything.
Yeah, man, that really upset me because I love Spacey acting, and
he's a good actor.
I'm a big House of Cards fan, and they ruined the last season because of that ordeal. It went, I'm not one of the like woke
accountability over
they turned it woke. They did, the narrative didn't even make sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Well, I have one more topic, then we should end the show because I do have to work tomorrow. But there's a renewal.
Geek Cosmic. I don't know if you want to cover this, but there was a alleged.
I don't want to get into that too much because it could demonetize the stream, and I don't do other things. I try to keep these monetized, but honestly, it's that. I mean, there are things popping up. That's weird. Milan sent me a link to that too. Thanks, Milan, but I'm not sure if I want to cover that one. Just because I'm sick of the Netflix movies talk, like, because I haven't actually watched the movie. But I don't want to get too much
Zod did watch the movie,
No, I think we've all had enough of that.
Cancel Zod. No, I'm just kidding.
and he said that it is as bad as we all think.
Okay, all right.
So he said we don't have to watch it. So I said,
I have no intention.
thank you very much, sir, because I wasn't going to.
Oh, wait, that's the Vikings. What's going on here?
Okay, so this is Raised by Wolves on HBO Max. They have QAnon characters in the storyline. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, come on, Kelly. That was a joke.
Yeah, even the dog didn't like that joke.
All right.
It's like, oh, come on.
HBO Max is confident in their new science fiction series Raised by Wolves and ordered a second run of episodes. With the episodes directed by Ridley Scott in his first small screen effort for American television, Raised by Wolves. See, I want
round 2.
I want Scorsese and that to do shows, not just like the Netflix. What was it?
But that's not cinema.
Scorsese sniffs his own farts.
What did you say?
Ryan. Good job.
I said Scorsese sniffs his own farts. You can just stick to movies.
I mean, but I think the Irishman
MCU is not film.
I think Irishman would have been better as a series instead of that.
Irishman would have been better with younger actors.
Yeah, well, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I couldn't
a lot
buy,
of different things.
I mean, you look at how stiff. Okay, so you can alter somebody's appearance, like make him look a little slimmer, a little bit, take away some of the lines, but in their face. But you cannot change their physique. You can't change how they, aren't fluidly moving like a younger person would.
Right.
I mean, he was so stiff. I was like, dude, you're old as fuck. So
right, it did not. It was a detriment to the storyline to have.
Yes,
to have
it
the
was
old. It was nice to see the old
distracting.
Crew. Although Joe Pesci, bringing him back, that was worth it though. He was great in that. Joe Pesci.
He was good, but again, same thing. He looked old as shit.
Yeah.
So
even when he was supposed to be young.
Okay, what was that, Ambassador?
So what's this thing about Raised by Wolves having QAnon characters in it? Because I've been watching it. Me and Dawson from Nerdy and Many Ways, we've been reviewing it. I have not seen anything that's even remotely.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Sort of like the characters that are into the religion.
I think your dog's QAnon.
Yeah,
she started barking right then.
Maybe. It was a dumb
made
joke.
Made about as much sense as QAnon.
Yeah.
Don't screw with my shows, Max. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like to see the ambassador when he's angry.
What are you and Phobic talking about? I don't want to talk about that.
So, Ambassador, have you liked Raised by Wolves?
Sir Nerdlot, to be candid, yes. I have been very, very impressed. It has been very entertaining. Like I said, me and Dawson from Nerdy in Many Ways, we've done 2 videos so far reviewing it, and
I've seen that. Yeah.
Back at you, Phobic. Though
yeah.
I love Phobic, but you don't know them either. Though you don't know them either. Why do you? But he's saying, why are we defending them? Why you don't?
Ray because
why are you accusing them?
I'm not defending Jack or crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that he was Cyborg in Justice League, but I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, if he doesn't get Justice League 2, 3, if he's not in the Flash movie, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, who cares?
It's not the world as we know it.
One of the things that he can do. So
we all feel fine.
Because you're saying, why are we defending? Why are you accusing them? You don't know them either. Same thing. Just you assume because they're an actor that they're guilty. I think you have that bias.
Oh yeah.
Bias?
No, I'm saying we all have bias, right? But I think I love you, Phobic. But you have like a thing against actors and actresses. And
Phobic doesn't have a bias. He has a jump the shark mentality.
No, but why do you immediately don't trust them though?
Because we do, and that's Phobic. So he takes and he's the antithesis of everyone on screen.
No,
so,
but
if he can find a way to disagree with you, then that's Phobic's way. So.
Oh, okay. So here's his viewpoint. Thanks for clarifying. Rights. I don't know them, so until I see evidence, nothing happened. I don't think you should go that route either, though. Honestly, you have to listen to people. Nothing happened. I don't, All right.
I'm kind of on the same fence with Phobic in that respect.
Okay.
All right. I'm all about innocent until proven guilty. So
All right.
all these accusations happen. I actually
You're a Jeff Johns fan too, right?
no, I'm not a fanboy.
I didn't call you fanboy, but you like his work. You think he's
Then he
got
called you a
to add.
simp.
No, I didn't say you're
pretty much all I've read of his. I've read little bits here and there of like New 52, but which I'm not a DC fan. DC is stupid, honestly. Batman is great. The characters, like the concepts of the characters, is cool, but they're not Marvel. Marvel makes relatable characters of all sorts.
Should I remove him, Ryan, for that comment?
No. I mean, it's
Okay,
it's
you
fine.
removed.
If you like
removed Mike
subpar
Angus,
characters,
you're
that's
gonna have to
cool with
remove
me.
me too.
All right, no problem. Bye.
What, you got rid of Sir Nerd-a-Lot?
No, sir, I don't know. Sir Nerd-a-Lot just bounced. Hey, thanks,
okay.
Sir Nerd-a-Lot. I think
That was coincidental. No, I read 3 Jokers, gave it a great review. Really excited for that series. I don't think anything will come of this investigation, even if there's something found, because he's got his hands like I did the simple math: $8 an issue, $7 or $8 an issue, 300,000 copies for issue once, $2 million when
so money over accountability.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah. That's the reality.
Damn it,
Well,
Goldman. I was
the
trying
greater
to
amount of money that he has to gain
I love to see you,
is
too.
with Wonder Woman 84, Shazam 2, I believe Aquaman 2 as well. So he's got more money to make or earn, and the Flash. He has more money tied with the movies than he does with his comics.
No, I'm just saying, like, with this little mini series that he helped set up, the inklings of in DC continuity, he made this huge hit for an overpriced, not overpriced, but like overpriced for the norm of $3 or $4, twice the price, 300,000 copies. When like a big restart for like the Trinity will sell maybe 200,000 or less. So it's a big deal with just Batverse stuff.
Batman's their flagship character.
Yeah, but this could kind of this could be something in this new age and the Corona stuff too. This could be something revolutionary for where comics go. I think Black people need to figure out how to do something more than Batman. But this is one example that he's affected DC products, and then you got all of his fingers tied to
the thing movie. Is the reason why Batman is popular or very popular is because of his
he's
rogue
a Marvel
gallery.
character.
No, it's his rogue gallery. You make awesome villains.
Yes,
that's going to. I mean, that's Spider-Man. He's another one that has an awesome rogue gallery. You make a great, and that's what Superman doesn't have. Who is he? He had Brainiac. He have Metallo. I mean, Bizarro. His rogue gallery is not as in they didn't really go into his rogue gallery and sort of like flesh it out like they have for so many years with Batman and his rogue gallery. And his rogue gallery is a little bit more relatable in that most of them are fighting just a guy. They're not fighting a super being.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like DC, that's why Batman's a Marvel character, and kind of like the general concept of Marvel characters is a lot of times it's like, whoops, I got my powers. But Marvel does like humans you can relate to that you could put your feet in their shoes and be like,
I get. I mean, Stan Lee did a whole thing on that, yeah, about how he wanted his characters to be the the underdogs. Who left? Oh, Max left.
He's like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Max is probably pouring himself a drink. But yeah, no, like the concept of Green Lantern is cool. The concept of Hawkman or Wonder Woman, but like they're so over the top and unrelatable. That's what kills me. It's like I don't relate to Hal Jordan. I love the concept of Green Lanterns. The newer ones, like there's the Islamic guy who's American, but he gets like terrorized. Him and his family get terrorized because there's a perception. We've been in 2 wars with Arabic people. So there's that, bad perception. And then there's like the Latina chick who's like agoraphobic. Those are newer like Green Lantern characters. That's relatable, but that's not what has soul. That's not the icon of Green Lantern. And so, that's why I'm a Marvel guy. Even if the movie sucker, I can say a comic suck or something, but overall, that's why that's like my wheelhouse.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Matt, you know what, Matt, we got to have you on. It's been a while. Look at his great
Matt
twins.
Wilkins. Where have I heard that name before?
A certain D level doesn't like him. I mean, that's probably where you heard him, but he has a lot more to offer than that. He's really into the EU. He's a Star Wars fan.
Wait, is he
he
like the
doesn't-
Big EU channel that was on like the Jeremy stream?
I think he was on Jeremy's stream. Yeah, Matt.
Okay.
Matt, for
Yeah,
real.
we're doing our
finally-
little Star Wars show tomorrow, Max.
Ooh.
So anybody in here who's
Oh yeah, I'm
digging on
stressed.
Star
Oh!
Wars,
I'm stressed
time?
about that. I have to talk 10 minutes
tomorrow-
about these characters.
Well,
I'm
once
like,
I
oh no.
forget. I gotta check it out.
Matt, I
That's
will
okay.
check my email. I finally got back my password reset. I'm getting 34 viewers. What the hell? I was trying to end the
There
show.
you go.
And it's been a while, Matt. Yeah, we finally got to talk. I would like to, Matt. I don't think he's watched the new stuff yet. I don't even know if he's watched
Okay,
the
so
Mandalorian. But
It is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I got to go on right after work, and I got to talk. And that's the EU. Yes. So
You're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Matt Wilkins, get in contact with me on the email. I'll respond to you this time. I don't check that email much, is why. And I finally got the password reset. What time? 5 p.m. Eastern. He just answered.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna end it. Thanks for showing up when I'm trying to end the show, everyone.
Hey, Max, can I shill something really quick?
No. Good night. No, yes. Go ahead.
So I got back to the Mandalorian trailer and the Grace news about behind the scenes. Got my wheels a turning, and so I got a couple Boba Fett theories that I actually took the time. I did another scripted video, which is what I always like doing on my channel. So I'm really proud of it. I want to see people's reaction, if they agree, if they think more about these theories than what I've said, or if they think it's total shit. Go check it out. It's titled. Let me pull it up really.
Oh,
quick.
you're not going to tell us?
No, you gotta
it's-
go watch the video.
You got to watch the video.
Yeah, it's called The Reason Boba Fett Was Cast in The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah, Goldman. Yeah, you need to have Goldman on this show too, Zebra Fett, for real.
Yeah.
He would be good for a future episode.
Basically, this is it's called Star Wars Wars,
Which I
and
love.
what we do is we pick topics, and we just take a stance on whatever. Like this, tomorrow's topic will be which character was done the dirtiest in the movies, and so the
That's
three
easy.
characters that you pick, which I've already pre-picked, is Maul from the prequels. Boba Fett from the originals and Phasma from the sequels. So
I
you
didn't
can
realize
pick
you
whichever
all-
one,
That's easy.
and that's the one that you have. Oh, it's easy for everyone, hopefully. So
It's easy.
I
so
see what
whoever
you did
you know
there.
promotes
Because
the best. Is
Two of those
the winner.
characters got a second chance with the EU. One of
No,
them,
no. You cannot use EU in this argument. I could care less about the comics. I could care less about television shows, cartoons, anything. Just the movies. Did they get a
Okay,
fair shake
still.
in the cinematic movies? That's it. So
Okay.
that's why.
Well,
I mean,
That's
yeah. I
still
mean,
an easy answer.
okay.
Well,
Yes, deep thoughts tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. my time. But yeah, I know. I definitely want. I have a lot of things that I want to
Darth
talk
Maul
about.
came back in the movies too, though. It wasn't supplemental. It wasn't.
Who's that?
Darth Maul.
Maul came. Well, okay. See,
Solo.
Solo doesn't count.
No, you can't.
doesn't-
No,
You
said movie.
Yes.
It's a
You said
cinematic
movies.
release.
I meant the
Come on,
trilogies.
You said
I meant the
movies.
trilogies.
Nope, you
Yeah,
said movies. You did not qualify. You
Oh,
said
we
movies.
didn't-
He came back.
It's like playing Magic and you don't say something when I do my instant.
No,
I reject
I heard
reality and
No, I
replace
heard-
it with
Nope, my
I
turn
heard
is
the
ended.
roles. I heard the roles. I'm
Before you turn it, it's blankety blank.
oh no, wait. Actually, I did. I took. I took a photo of Obi-Wan killing Maul, and I said, "This is not his death." So that has already been put in place for tomorrow. So I already took a photo of that, and
Well,
that's
I
already
can-
in the StreamYard.
Yeah,
I
Goldman, agree with us tomorrow, or watch tomorrow, and then I think you'd be a good contestant. I struggle with
If I
my.
was home, I
I
would.
forget things. I'm gonna struggle to do 10 minutes on one character. I'm like, what the? I'm like,
Max.
See, that's
Paper.
what
Where's that
Anthony
paper
thought.
ready?
He thought he'd struggle with 10 minutes, but man, he went the full 10, and he was pretty.
what?
He had some good points.
Goldman.
So Max will be going up against Enosh,
Oh,
aka
great.
Enosh Fett,
I'm gonna lose.
and Nicotina.
I have to
and
go-
myself.
okay. Yeah.
Damn.
All right, let's end the show because I got to sleep on this. I got to get my rest for the battle tomorrow for Star Wars Wars.
That sounds
Star
awesome.
Wars. Yes.
Killing me, Zebra Pitcher. Killing me.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ambassador. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Sir Nerd-a-Lot. And yeah, thanks you too, Angus.
Oh, like at the end. I see how it
Yes,
is.
I just for old, just for old school movie madness.
Yeah.
You
We
know,
know
no,
what I'm
fine.
saying.
All right, cool. All right, bye everyone. I gotta find a PS5. Bye.